feel the extreme heat of the summer season lately? Are you wondering why this year's summer is hotter than last year? I am Master Camero and join us as we delve into this new topic and examine how they are challenging us to adapt and evolve in any ways we never thought before. Many believe that scorching weather we are experiencing right now is a result of global warming and climate change. Global warming is the increase in the Earth's temperature caused by greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, while climate change is a result of global warming. It is considered as a long-term shift that happens in the Earth's atmosphere. They are both natural and man-made causes of global warming and climate change. The changes in the climate may naturally be caused by Earth's activities like volcanic activity, orbit around the sun, and many others. Man-made causes, on the other hand, may contribute to the worsening of global warming and climate change. Some examples that contribute to the phenomenon are burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gases, and continuously converting forests or deforestation into industrial, agricultural, or residential lands. These human activities have a higher possibility of speeding up the warming of the planet. The Philippines is experiencing extremely hot weather. Metro Manila logged its new hottest temperature in recorded history of 38.8 degrees Celsius at the Pag-asa Station at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport in Pasay City, 2:52 p.m. Saturday. The hot temperature is not the only problem. The Philippines is presently under what is considered the strongest El Nino ever experienced. El Nino happens every 2 to 7 years when the water surface is warmer than usual. The effects of El Nino are lesser rainfall which can lead to drought, stronger typhoons, and higher chances of forest fires and grass fires. Global warming and climate change are starting to alter our life here on Earth. The increases in the global temperature has resulted to incidents of forest fire and grass fire in the mountain such as Mount Apo. Drought is also rampant in our country as an effect of a stronger El Nino. Farmers all over the Philippines are experiencing drought, which makes it harder for them to produce enough crops for our food supply. We had also experienced stronger typhoons in the past year like Typhoon Yolanda. Typhoon Yolanda devastated parts of Visayas and flooded some areas of Luzon and Mindanao. These are only some of the challenges we currently face because of global warming and climate change. If global warming and climate change will not be controlled, we will experience stronger typhoons that can result to more damages. We will experience more heat-related illnesses. There might be higher death rates because of the increase in the heat index and many other events. Adapting to the new challenges brought by climate change is necessary because they are already unavoidable. Most of the countries are now developing different strategies they can use to adapt to the challenge of climate change. These adaptation strategies range from technological responses to policy responses and changes in the behavior of young people are also necessary. As part of our behavioral change, we are being encouraged to listen our activities that contribute to increase of greenhouse gases. Instead of riding cars, we are encouraged to ride bicycles, public transportations, or even use carpool so we can lessen the carbon dioxide coming out automobiles. We are also encouraged to utilize water supply properly and stop the old Filipino practice of burning our trashes. We must also conserving our forests and revive forests that have been victims of deforestation. Some societies are also starting to utilize energy from natural resources like wind, wind energy, water energy, and solar energy. Other societies where food supply
physical surroundings? Or do you observe how people relate to one another, not just in their local communities, but also through the presence of the internet, showing patterns of interaction among people of different cultures? In this era, people are no longer confined to their local communities. Residents of certain locations have become mobile if not interested to relocate. Causes of these trends are mostly economic in nature, with people desiring to provide a better life for themselves and their families. This phenomenon is known as transnational migration. Aside from economic reasons, what has propelled this trend is the advent of the internet.
The internet has become a venue where people can witness improvement lifestyles of the developing nations like the United States, Canada, and Japan. Human nature skills and talented people in different countries. Learning to develop countries to seek better employment, housing, and educational opportunities. Transnational migration then changes the landscape of these immigrants home and host countries.
Transnational migration is a social, economic, and political process that affects those who move, those who stay behind, and places where they go across the boundaries.
Overseas Filipino workers or OFW skills professional like engineers, nurse, doctor, and other workers like drivers, domestic helper, and construction worker who leave their families to abroad where better employment opportunities and present. The phenomenon of OFWs reaches its height in the 1970s when Ferdinand Marcos enacted the Philippines labor migration policy due to the lack of jobs